Okay, ladies and gentlemen, here we are. Tom Hedges. I'm founder and co-owner of Hedges Family Estate. And this afternoon we're going to teach you how to open an old bottle of wine without mucking up the cork. So here we have a 2000 vintage of our Red Mountain Reserve, and fairly old. We store these wines in the desert with humidity, but not as much as you might get elsewhere. And so on occasion the corks have a hard time coming out in one piece. How do you solve that problem? So we shall show you. So this is an ASO opener, also called a two-prong. How the heck does that work? Well, it goes down the side of the cork. But first of all, the traction to these is they don't cut the foil. So you gotta have a foil cutter, a knife, or you can peel it off, but we don't like to do that because the foil is hard. So cut off the top. Bingo, there you go. You can see this is an authentic wine. We got the date stamped on the top. Now, back in the day, we used a very long cork, which is a detriment to getting it out. Bottles are better today. They're more round on the inside, so the long cork is not so necessary as it was in the old days when bottles weren't exactly round and you needed more cork length to solve the problem of the wine pushing up. Here we go. Take it in your hand. I like to put the long one on the top. And what you do, actually it's on the bottom now, put that one in first. Put that prong in first. Just go down the side like that. Then insert the other prong. Bingo. And now work it back and forth, work it back and forth, work it back and forth. If you're really unlucky, the cork will push down, but it doesn't happen very often. So this is pushing down a bit. So slow down, pull the cork back up a little, see? And now work it down again. Yeah, see, it's being a little difficult, but that means the cork's loosening, which is good. You want to get it all the way in because sometimes that last little quarter inch will break off if you don't do it right. So here we go. Now turn it. That's the best way to get it out. Turn it slowly, don't try to go too fast. You see the cork's coming out. If you've got a little cork on the edge, don't worry about that, not a big deal. Now I'm gonna try to push this in a little more so I get the whole cork. Now it's pulling the whole cork out. You see how the gap has gone away there pretty much? You don't wanna have a gap in there. You wanna grab the whole cork. And you'll see when this guy comes out, it is a long cork. Just take your time. And now, when I get up like this, about 3/4 of the way, sometimes it's better to rock it. But when you rock it against the steel. Don't rock it side to side like that, against the steel. Okay, so now pull it straight up. It feels like it wants to come out. See, here's the problem. You see how it's breaking off at the bottom? How do you fix that? Well, a little bit of luck maybe. Pushed it back down. Now I'm going to take it out nice and slow. This takes finesse. This takes time. Just take your time. Well, we got a little problem here, folks. But here's what you can do. Okay. That's why I use one of these. We broke off the bottom, let's say third. The cork was probably a little bit dry over time, but it's still nice and soft. So now you get rid of the crap on the top, otherwise it may fall back in the wine. Just do it again. Just stick the prong in a different place. Be very gentle because it's going to want to push the cork down. So you got to be a little bit lucky. It seems to be working, seems to be working, seems to be working. Actually, it's fortunate this broke because it does happen a lot. That's why you use it. And you're going to try to get it out again. But it is hard to get that thing back in. This is pushing the cork down. There's one other way to do it. Take your ASO, put it aside, and grab a screw. Okay. Now, just be very delicate. Don't push it hard, don't push it hard, don't push it hard. Try to get it right down the middle, which I'm not doing a very good job of. Do not push it hard. Here we go. Whoops. We may have it here, we'll see. I like to go like this because I can see the whole thing happening. Nice deal, guy. Cork does not want to stay together, does it? We will not be beaten by a measly cork. We shall prevail. It's tough. Turning into a mess. Keep trying, never give up. Aha. Yeah, most of it. Clean it off as you go so it doesn't fall back in the bottle. You might have to screen it later. Et voila, we have the cork out. Okay, we lost a couple little teeny pieces, but not a big deal. And you can see this was extremely delicate. Look how it falls apart. So if you just go slow, use a combination of the two, it's great. Now, if you want to spend a little money, you buy something called the Durand. What is a Durand? It's a really cool combination of this and this, and it is undefeatable. The Durand, about 130 bucks, comes in a beautiful cork case with magnets. Oh, it's so cool. And you put them together and you can't fail. It goes way faster. Thanks for listening and good luck.